Waterfowlers from around the world dream of hunting the flooded timber of the Mississippi Flyway. Duck hunting in these parts is a religion, shooting greenheads in close quarters as their wings beat the limbs of the canopy above. I would imagine it feels a lot like standing in front of those pearly white gates, fixing to meet God. I've come from the ducky black waters of South Louisiana to join First Lite this duck season to hunt the bottoms, woods, and timber of this historic region. Over the next 3 episodes, we're going to introduce you to some of the folks that call these woods home, of which many have dedicated their lives to preserving and building the habitats that make hunting these territories so fruitful. Strap it in, folks. My name's Chef Jean-Paul Bourgeois. Welcome to Timber Tour. Folks, we are in southeast Arkansas in this beautiful little flooded timber hole with Delta waterfowl, and the conditions aren't perfect. It's overcast, but it's windy, so we got 50% of the equation that timber hunters love, and that would be sun and wind. We got the wind, decoys are out. We've got about 5 minutes to first light. My hands are a little chilly, so I'm ready to get warmed up and get this barrel hot. This morning, Ford and I will be hunting with Dick Carmichael and Brad Heidel from Delta Waterfowl. This land we're hunting has been in Dick's family since the 1940s. The weather conditions have these birds acting non-committal. The sun casts shadows into the bottoms, and without its light, birds are hesitant to break the canopy and give us a look.
Pick them out, boys, pick them out. Nice cleanup. Shoot these right here, guys. Get them.
Tasty. That was tasty. Good dog. That was pretty, Mr. Dick.
Yeah, good.
That was pretty.
Kill that duck right there, coming in, boys.
Nice shot.
Forward.
Little 1-2 punch right there.
1, 2, 3, actually.
Yep. As Jimbo Ronquest would say, what is it? Now I'm gonna mess it up. If that don't light your fire, your wood's wet. All right, well, conditions weren't exactly what we were hoping for today, but it didn't matter. The hole was so good, we ended up with straps full of green, and I couldn't be happier about it. But now it's time to get back, clean some ducks, eat some breakfast, and get ready for hopefully another great timber hunt tomorrow morning.
Yeah, this is Arkansas. My parents moved here in '46 at the end of World War II in a wagon pulled by 2 horses. Dad had been shot up pretty grievously in the Battle of the Bulge, and the ball of his right femur was blown off, and they didn't do hip replacements then, so he just had this jagged femur bone resting against his pelvis. Told him he'd never walk, be on crutches, but they came out here on the edge of the Delta and took in a wore-out cotton farm, and by a lot of hard work, we're still here.
The area we are hunting was an abandoned cotton farm made up of a mix of green timber rescued from clear cutting and row crop ag fields.
I was raised on a farm that was an abandoned cotton farm, which meant that those guys were out there plowing on the hillside, and massive gullies that you could hide this building in were out there. A lot of the timber hadn't been managed and it was not a very good grade. And the land that was pasture, it didn't have the type grasses you need and had weeds. And so the stuff that we were trying to do was good conservation work. But we didn't have necessarily the best interest of the world at heart at the time. We were just trying to survive.
After World War II, Dick's family settled here with a vision for a better future for this habitat. Through that vision and a lot of hard work, Dick and his family have been successful in creating both a thriving wildlife habitat and productive agriculture based in native and wild ag crops.
You know, the best success stories there are in conservation for wildlife are hunters. And I'm a hunter. You guys are hunters. And we're the guys that aren't causing there to be a reduction in game numbers. We're the guys that are fighting to make sure that they're going to be out there for our grandkids. And I think we all aspire to leave it better than we found it. And I think Delta's trying to do that with waterfowl. And we are too in our own way down here in South Arkansas. Feathers like that going in on the woods, see all those feathers, that's a good sign. They're in here preening.
All right, day 2 in southeastern Arkansas. Ducked off small little timber hole. Conditions still the same, it's even a little warmer, so they got some weather rolling in around noon today, so we're gonna try to beat them up in the morning here, get our limits and head out. But I don't know, I'm loving the looks of this hole because it's gonna be nice and tight, nice short 15, 20, 25 yard shots, and should be right in our face, and I'm looking forward to it.
Where we are right here is we call it a GTR, Green Tree Reservoir. Traditionally, it was the lowest grade timber around, and the settlers would have bypassed it because it was not very straight and had a lot of knots. So it just open range. And finally in the 50s, they figured out that rice would grow here, and the Texans especially, and some people off the Grand Prairie, a stud yard, got to come in here buying this kind of ground, clearing it, planting it into rice. And by the 60s, we had leased this place to duck hunt it, but didn't have the right to stop the guy from clearing. But we were able to cut a deal, save it, and eventually own this where we are right here. So where there was millions of acres like this originally is probably 80–90% gone now. But the cool thing about it is when I was a kid talking to the old men about where did they hunt and where did their fathers hunt, well, the places that they talk about in these bottoms, in these sloughs that were good 100 years ago, still are today. It's something about how that ducks imprint and come back. It's pretty special. Are we time? Shoot 'em, boys. Good girl. Hurry, come on. Come on. Good girl. Good girl. Good shot. That's what we're hoping to do. Get him, boys.
That's the way it goes.
Shoot 'em, boys. Shoot 'em, boys.
That is incredible. That is Arkansas timber hunting at its finest. I mean, groups like that come in, that gives you chills. All I could do is like take deep breaths when I saw those ducks coming in the hole, just like calming your heart rate. I mean, look at the feathers on the water. This is a hunt right here already.
Shoot 'em, boys. Shoot 'em, boys.
I can get used to this timber hunting in Arkansas, guys. Hammer time.
Get 'em, boys. Get 'em, get 'em.
Still early in the morning. We only need 3 more ducks to hit our limit, which is 4 mallards a person. We got 5 shooters here, so it's looking good, man. They are working. They are committed. Super tasty.
Get 'em, boys. Get 'em.
Two more ducks. Oh, here we go.
Here we go. that duck right there, guys. Kill that duck. Get it.
With the distance. One more.
Well done, guys.
That was an incredible Arkansas timber hunt here in the southeastern part of the state. And I don't know, I mean, we got a couple more places to stop. I'm wondering if it could get any better than this. But if it does, man, we're in for a treat. I tell you what, those ducks could not see us in this timber, even on that cloudy, overcast, gray day, which most timber hunters hate. Didn't seem to matter. They wanted in, and they did get in, but not a lot got out.
That was incredible.
That was awesome.
Almost felt that one.
Mm-hmm. Just keep getting up. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we hadn't seen a fraction of them.
Oh, they like that moist soil, bro. Listen. Shaq Snyder would have wet his pants watching that. How happy does it make you to see these ducks just like using it, you know, living it?
It's
Years of hard work and picking up land and building the habitat.
all this talk about them short-stopping it. Mm-hmm. We could either just accept it, and if it happens, it happens. If it, or you could say, at least we're going to fight for it. Mm-hmm. And that's what, the things that we're doing in terms of trying to keep food out there for them and cover for them, and mostly we don't bottom. This is the most they've been bumped since they've been here, or will be bumped. And we don't hunt these areas.
Yeah.
And the good thing that I'm really excited about is that this used to be just one contiguous rice farm, and wide open fields, nothing, no cover on the banks, anything. And we've now gone in there and we've broken them into smaller fields. We've tried to reconstruct the natural drains that were there, and then we then leave a lot of wild area mixed in, tying it all together. And then there's a pattern to the wild area where it's kind of a corridor for the game, not only the ducks, but the bear and the deer and all the other stuff to live. And it's got a berm to it, so you've got high ground for them to live on. And they got for ducks, it helps give them a little break from the winds and stuff. That's the model I think is going to work for the Delta and trying to keep waterfowl and wildlife. Let that 5, 10, 15% of your worst ground go back wild. And then farm the rest of it. Keep them income coming, but use the land for what it's best suited for. The best projects I've done have been where I just took what it's trying to do already and went with that. And the worst stuff we've done is where we're going to come in there and we've got the plan and we're going to change it all, and not good results.
I just see a great sense of pride when he looks out into those wetlands and sees that what he's doing is making a difference. And I think at the end of the day, that's what we should all aspire to be, is leave the world, better than the way we found it. And it seems like Dick Carmichael is really succeeding at that.
But we're going to do our part to all we can to keep those mallards coming back here so we can hunt them in the woods like we did this morning.
It's our last hunt in the Delta section of Arkansas this morning. We'll be hunting with colleagues of Dick's, Marcus and Bo.
It sure is pretty.
Yeah.
Got a west wind, about 55 degrees, a little bit of rain, so should be good.
Plenty of wood ducks around.
All right, so it's day 3, our third timber hole. The last 2 days we were in southeast Arkansas in kind of the Delta area. We're still in southeast Arkansas, but today we find ourselves closer to the prairie region. Now, we had a big storm push through last night. I'm talking lightning, thunder, heavy rain, and we're a little worried that might have scattered some of these ducks in this ag surrounding this green timber. We'll see. We're about 30 minutes into shooting light. We haven't really seen any mallards. A lot of wood ducks roaming around, but also not a lot of shots in the neighboring kind of areas that people are hunting. We're starting to hear that pick up, so that's a good thing, and so hopefully we can start seeing some of those green heads flutter down into the timber. It's a beautiful timber hole here. I mean, prettiest one I think maybe we've hunted so far, so it would only make it better just to see some ducks starting to work around us. Well, we'll see. A lot of hunting left, and I'm hopeful with a timber as pretty as this, it'd be a shame not to shoot a couple ducks in here.
Oof, that's a pretty bird you shot, man.
Big old fat mallard. Broke the eyes.
Golly. I heard get them, not get him.
That's true.
So,
that's very true. You were following instructions.
That was a nice little change of pace right there after a slow start to the morning. I got a little hung up on my strap, but we're starting to wake up a little bit, huh, Brad?
A little bit. We got 2 green heads here, but you can see a real difference in the appearance. And I presume this is just a younger, smaller, less filled in bird.
Nice shooting there, Ford. You got a band on him, huh?
What just happened?
Get those.
That's what I'm talking
Think
about.
y'all killed them all.
That's some gunpowder rattling off here. I like it.
It was awesome, man. Thanks, buddy.
Bet.
Holy hell. Bo, thanks for talking the language, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, man.
All right, that does it. And that last volley put us right at our limit of 20. And so I'm feeling good about it. Not only that, but Ford shot a band, which we don't get a lot of those, you know, for those who are watching. Bands are irregular a lot in hunting. So when you get one, it's really special. And then in these woods makes it even better. So now the rain's starting to kind of creep back in. We don't want to get too wet, so we're gonna pick up these decoys, head back into town, and I don't know, I feel like Love's got a nice bacon, egg, and cheese taco waiting for me at the gas station. So that wraps it up for this timber hunting today, but definitely looking forward to getting back into the green timber here in Arkansas very soon.